When I woke up this morning, I started surfing my Twitter and noticed this is my For You page. And I want you to see what is showing on Elon Musk's X. It's showing me all these accounts, and every one of them is in defense of Trump. Well, almost every one of them. It's like, really? Is that all this platform is? I was just telling my wife, I don't understand how people could still be supporting this guy. Like, they're proudly going around saying, I'm still voting for the felon. Like, it's mind blowing to me. How can you call yourself Americans? And she asked me, she said, why are you so surprised? And I told her, you know what I think it is that I really expected for one of these things that we thought was going to be the final nail in Trump's coffin. I thought it would be that. And I thought that enough Americans would say, you know what? Our country is more important than one person. Our country is more important than Donald Trump. That's what bothers me, is that there aren't enough Americans to stand up and go, this guy probably isn't the best. And if you're trying to compare him to a 50-year civil servant, like, there's no comparison, guys. And again, the Trump presidency wasn't that great. I remember food lines, not having toilet paper, all sorts of things. The supply chain, like tariffs. Please go look up what tariffs does to inflation, and then go look up what Donald Trump did with tariffs. Like, come on, guys. Even listening to Trump's response, he's saying, if they can come for me, they're going to come for you. No, dude, they're coming for you because you're guilty. It's called consequences. You don't have to like everything that Joe Biden stands for. Hell, I don't like everything that Joe Biden stands for. But for some reason, the Republicans and the GOP had decided to put up a man who lost as an incumbent in 2020. Like, statistically speaking, that is horrible. And they thought, after adding some convictions and being liable of sexual abuse, that that's the guy they should put up against Joe Biden again. Like, he lost by 7.1 million votes the last time. What do you think is going to happen now? Like, Biden's been in office and it hasn't been a complete show. Unlike Donald Trump, where every day he came outside and said something with the helicopter buzzing around him, he'd be screaming. And it was always something so cringeworthy that it was like, oh my God, this guy's our president? Like, every time he'd go to the podium and start simping for dictators like from North Korea and Russia. I'm sitting there going, this is the leader of the free world? Like, there is no comparison. This dude is a criminal. He has already siphoned off taxpayer money to cover his debt for 4 years. We don't need to give him another 4. Like, seriously, again, if this was Barack Obama, any Democrat, like literally anybody else but Donald Trump, the entire country would have turned their back on him because, again, no one person is more important than this entire country. And that's what I hope people will realize when they walk into the voting booth November 5th. You may not like everything about liberals and Democrats, and you may not like everything about Joe Biden, but let's not act like he is anything like Donald Trump. As always, much love, keep fighting, stay safe out there, and whatever you do, please go vote.